Hi, this is Elder Sean Briscoe coming to you live from About My Father's Business Evangelistic Ministry. And I just want to spend a little short time here with you just to give some of you a very short story about a friend of mine that's found in the Bible, actually. But and it's going to be very, 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 very short. But it breaks my heart to see so many young people um, that's living this life. And when I go out for my morning walks and I see so many people that uh, is living this lifestyle, I want you all to know that there's room for you in the kingdom of God. So I just hope that there are people like you that's going to stumble across this video, and you see, hey, there's hope for me because you're not an outcast, and people like me have their arms open stretched for people like you. And again, my name is Elder Sean Briscoe, and I am an actual evangelist, and I am from About My Father's Business Evangelistic Ministry. Now, this is about Rahab. Rahab was a prostitute, okay? Now, the story like this. Joshua sent two spies from the Israeli camp at Acacia to cross the river and check out the situation on the other side, especially at Jericho. They arrived at an inn operated by a woman named Rahab, who was a prostitute. They were planning to spend the night there, but someone informed the king of Jericho that two Israeli spies who were suspected of being spies had arrived in the city that evening. He dispatched a police squadron to Rahab's home, demanding that she surrender them. They are spies, he explained. They have been sent by the Israeli leaders to discover the best way to attack us. But she had hidden them, so she told the officers in charge the men were here earlier, but I didn't know where that they were spies. They left the city at dusk as the city gates were about to close, and I don't know where they went. If you hurry, you can probably catch up with them. But actually, she had taken them up to the roof and hidden them beneath some flax that were drying up there on the roof. So the constable and his men went all the way to the Jordan River looking for them. Meanwhile, the city gates were kept shut. Now, while I tell you this short story, I want you to remember uh, someone by the name of Salmon. He is a prince of the tribe of Judah. Now, as the story goes, um, Joshua had told them previously to kill everyone except Rahab the prostitute and anyone in her house, for she protected the spies. Don't take any loot, for everything is to be destroyed. If it isn't disaster, if it isn't, disaster will fall upon the entire nation of Israel. But all the silver and gold and the utensils of bronze and iron will be dedicated to the Lord and must be brought into the treasury. So when the people heard the trumpet blast, they shouted as loud as they could, and suddenly the walls of Jericho crumbled and fell before them. And the people of Israel poured into the city from every side and captured it. They destroyed everything in it, men and women, young and old, oxen, sheep, donkeys, and everything. Meanwhile, Joshua had said to the two spies, keep your promise. Go and rescue the prostitute and everyone with her. The young men found her and rescued her, along with her father, mother, brothers, and other relatives who were with her. Arrangements were made for them to live outside the camp of Israel. Then the Israelis burned the city and everything in it except that the silver and gold and the bronze and iron utensils were kept for the Lord's treasury. Thus Joshua and saved Rahab the prostitute and her relatives who were with her in the house. and they still live among the Israelis because she hid the spies sent to Jericho by Joshua. Again, I still need you to remember this because this is very important. Salmon, he is a prince of the tribe of Judah. I know I'm not mentioning him in the little short story I'm sharing with you, but this is very important. Well, we know what happened to Rahab and her entire family because of her actions. Now let's see how she walked into her destiny because of what she did for Joshua and the Israelis. When she and her family were relocated just outside of the Israeli camp, eventually by the name of Salmon. See, Salmon took notice of her. Oh, by the way, just so you know, her trade in prostitution stopped the moment disaster fell on Jericho. He was not, and Salmon was just not some average brother. He was a prince of Judah. They married and had a son, and eventually became the grandparents of Boaz. And Boaz became the husband of Ruth, and Ruth became the mother of Obed, and Obed became the father of Jesse, and Jesse became the father of David, and David became the king, and so on. And who came? Jesus. So we got a lot more to learn from that. See, Jesus got some jacked up relatives in his lineage, but I need you to understand that's Jesus understands this. Jesus gets this. Grace. We are living in a time of grace, honey lamb. It's free to us. We have unmerited favor, blessings, love, and forgiveness. We have unmerited favor, which is undeserved to us. We have obtained without works, any efforts of service or privileges on our parts. We don't get a second chance. We get another chance and another chance and another chance and another chance. I want to introduce you to a man named Jesus by showing you how he relates to us so that we can relate to him. This is Elder Sean Briscoe of About My Father's Business. I love you.